Allez, bonjour. Ah oui, c'est pas la bonne webcam, attendez. Poup, poup. Ah, bonjour les gens. Comment allez-vous? Merci pour le host, duo. Oh. Ouais, j'émerge. Faut m'excuser, j'émerge. J'émerge un peu. Je suis un peu endormi après manger. Comment s'est passé le KFC? Plutôt mal. Plutôt mal. Mais, je propose qu'on commence le stream en disant qu'on vit quand même dans un monde incroyable. Comme vous le savez, hier, il s'est passé un drame avec un carton et des SNES mini. Il s'est passé un drame avec les SNES mini. J'ai appelé... J'ai fumé, je ne fume pas, mais je me réveille par contre. J'étais en train de faire une sieste et je me suis un peu réveillé à 14h10. J'ai appelé Chronopost hier en live, enfin en coupant le live, et j'ai un peu hurlé. Ce matin, j'ai ouvert ma boîte aux lettres. Il y avait 3 SNES mini dedans. Pas dans un carton, hein. 3 SNES mini. Dans ma boîte aux lettres. Voilà, c'est beau, hein. Le livreur, à mon avis, qui a dû se faire gauler, qui s'est fait rattraper. Et qui a fait ouais, ok, attends, j'ai retrouvé le carton. Bah parce que en fait, le livreur a fait une erreur. C'est-à-dire qu'il a arraché l'étiquette avec mon adresse, mais que sur le côté du carton, il y a un numéro. Et c'est le numéro de tournée. Vous savez, sur la liste, ils ont une liste, et c'est le numéro de tournée. Bah ce con, j'ai sorti le numéro du carton, le mec dans la liste a fait ah ouais, c'est vous. Bon bah voilà. Donc c'est même pas une culpabilité, c'est que le mec il s'est fait gauler quoi. Et que pour éviter d'être viré, il est venu rapporter. Donc c'est pas une histoire de culpabilité, hein. C'est surtout qu'il voulait pas être viré. Aussi, si vous êtes parti hier lors du premier au revoir, sachez que vous avez loupé toute l'arrivée dans l'Arsenal Gear. On fait un gros bisou à Tom Corneille pour ça. Ouais, c'est cool. Donc, elle est pas cassée. Ah non, les trois, j'ai... Alors j'en ai déballé qu'une, mais ça va. Vivement qu'il s'en occupe. Plutôt stylé, ça a une bonne qualité d'image, je suis assez... Les boîtes sont scellées? Non, les boîtes sont pas scellées. Allez, on y retourne. C'est un gros carton avec écrit Micromania. Si tu suis un peu l'actualité, tu sais d'où ça vient. Enfin, tu sais ce que c'est. Bah, c'est-à-dire que... C'est-à-dire que hier, il y a un moment, il y a eu un écran de save. Hier, il y a eu un écran de save. Donc on a sauvegardé, on a dit au revoir, puis j'ai dit Corneille, surtout tu sauvegardes bien. Avec croix. Puis là, appuyez sur rond pour annuler la sauvegarde. Donc du coup, on a remis le live parce que l'histoire continuait. Donc nous voilà aux commandes de Raiden. C'est Olga, rappelez-vous. Alors Olga est arrivée d'eau, lui a fait un petit... Elle a dit je te libérerai quand je sortirai de la salle. Donc on est arrivé dans l'Arsenal Gear. Et pourquoi 3? Bah parce que je fais des cadeaux. À des amis, la famille. Donc on est littéralement à poil. Non, non. Voilà, c'était pour les demoiselles. C'est les Guichman. Si, regarde. C'est ce que j'ai dit en début de live. Les trois se sont retrouvés dans ma boîte aux lettres ce matin.
Raiden, do you copy? You must continue your mission.
I've lost all my gear. I need to locate Snake.
He was never factored into the simulation. Leave him out of this.
I can't do much naked, especially in this temperature.
That's true. You won't be able to attack or enter the hanging mode either.
I think Snake has my gear.
Raiden, take out Solidus and his men. You must recover Arsenal intact.
Colonel, are you under orders from the Patriots?
Your role, that is, mission, is to infiltrate the structure and disarm the terrorists.
My role? Why do you keep saying that?
Why not? This is a type of role-playing game. The point is that you play out your part, and I expect you to turn in a perfect performance.
Colonel, I just remembered something.
What?
That I've never met you in person. Not once.
Complete your mission, according to the simulation.
Colonel, who are you?
No more questions. We have Rosemary.
What do you mean by that?
Over and out.
Moi, à l'époque, c'est une scène que j'avais kiffé, ce moment-là. Par contre, c'est de l'infiltration, alors c'est mort. Hein. Alors ça fait quoi si on appelle Campbell?
Raiden, rendezvous with that man and get your gear back. There's a door on the northeast, second level. Get yourself over there.
C'est tout?
Raiden, you won't be able to hang, throw, or chokehold anyone in your current state.
Why not?
Is it really necessary to ask? It's just not a good idea to perform those maneuvers. There could be complications.
Oh, really, Jack? Do we have to spell it out for you? Really?
Ah, il répond pas.
Hey, Jack.
Donc oui, Guichman, hein, mais mes SNES Mini étaient dans ma boîte aux lettres, sans carton, hein, les trois posés comme ça. Il y a... Voilà, le mec s'est fait gauler. C'est beau. 2017, c'est beau.
Jack, I was serious when I said I wanted you to propose to me.
Rose?
I was really worried. There are times when it seems like you're not really looking at me and that if I looked away for a moment, you'll disappear. I wanted to make sure you couldn't get away. I thought that if we lived together, maybe things would change. That maybe we could change things ourselves. But that wasn't the problem. There was something deeper.
I'm sorry.
I guess it's impossible for me.
What are you saying?
I'm sorry, Jack.
Désolé, Froya, je peux
I
zoomer
really do.
Je peux zoomer que sur sa tête. Je sais que t'es voilà, désolé.
Rose?
Bye, Jack.
Raiden, with nothing to protect your body, any attack you sustain will cause greater damage than usual. Avoid combat at all costs.
Je sais que t'es triste. Je sais que t'es triste. Allez, Makou. Ah bah.
Raiden, turn the game console off right now.
What did you say?
The mission is a failure. Cut the power right now.
What's wrong with you?
Don't worry, it's a game. It's a game just like usual.
You'll ruin your eyes playing so close to the TV.
What are you talking about?
Raiden, something happened to me last Thursday when I was driving home. I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky, to the east. It was moving very irregularly. Suddenly, there was intense light all around me, and when I came to, I was home. What do you think happened to me?
Huh?
Fine. Forget it.
Non mais moi à l'époque, quand le jeu venait de sortir et que j'ai fait ça, j'étais wow, qu'est-ce qui se passe? J'étais pas bien, hein?
Honestly though, you have played the game for a long time. Don't you have anything else to do with your time?
Eh, du premier coup en mode infiltration. Salut Xenoshulk. Ah non mais moi à l'époque là, mais là j'étais... Qu'est-ce qui se passe, putain?
Even my patience has its limits. I just can't leave this thing up to you any longer. I'll do the fighting. You can just go home.
Que dalle, Shinodia, ouais.
Infiltrate the enemy fortress, outer heaven. Destroy the final weapon, Metal Gear.
Eat shit and die.
Merci Scorm pour tes 16 mois de sub. Des gros bisous. Plein de petits pains, monsieur.
Actually, there is something I have been meaning to tell you, but I just couldn't. I think you should know, though. On Saturday morning last week, I saw a guy leaving Rosemary's room. How should I put it? It was like they were intimate. I'm sorry. Sorry to bring this up during the mission, but...
Ah oui, regardez le radar. tout part en vrille.
President Baker should be somewhere to the south of where you blasted through the wall. Hurry and save him before the terrorists discover his code.
Salut Mikael.
Actually, I'm in really bad shape financially. I pay money to my ex-wife as part of our divorce settlement, among other bills. I just had no choice but to make you pay for lunch the other day. I'm really sorry.
Il faut toutes les écouter, elles sont tellement...
Jack, it's me.
Hi, Rose.
Jack, I owe you an apology.
If it's about that conversation just now, I'm the one who's sorry.
Ça va être expliqué,
No,
Sanjoy.
it's something else.
What is it?
That day at Federal Hall 2 years ago, it wasn't a coincidence. I was ordered to keep an eye on you.
Keep an eye on me?
Yes, by the Patriots.
You're a spy?
I suppose. Yes. It's an ugly word.
J'ai eu le briefing
Are
de
you still
mission de
there?
Metal Gear.
Was sleeping with me a part of the job?
I fell in love with you.
How could anyone?
I can't excuse what I did. I've reported every detail of your personal life to them these 2 years. What you did, said, everything.
Must have been fun.
But some things I didn't tell anyone. Like what I felt for you.
So that's why you were involved in this mission. I should have known. Why else would they toss an analyst into the mix at the last minute?
I'm sorry. I know what I did was wrong.
No matter where I go, I get used.
I reinvented myself to suit your tastes. Hairstyle, clothes, the way I moved, things I talked about. You say you love the color of my hair, my eyes. They're not even real.
You must have gone over my psych profile with a fine-tooth comb.
It was my job.
Great performance. Had me completely fooled.
What I really wanted was for you to see the real me. It hurt to play out this artificial romance. It was worse to lie to myself than to you. The more love you gave me, the more it hurt. Because I knew the person you loved was just a character.
So it was artificial on my end too. It was just a game, not the real thing.
Oh, Jack.
I feel better knowing that.
What?
I was in love, or thought I was, with someone who didn't exist. I was trying to be someone I wasn't by loving what wasn't real. I don't know who you really are. The person I knew isn't real. She's not the woman I'm talking to right now. In a sense, the deception was my own, not theirs.
Jack, I thought I was acting because that was my job. But I did fall in love with you. That wasn't an act.
You expect me to believe that? It's okay. You had your reasons, right? Hey, I understand, but I have nothing left to...
Jack!
What?
I'm carrying... I'm pregnant, Jack.
Rose! What's going on?
Tout va bien.
Amazing how you walk around like that.
Snake!
Been waiting long?
Oh!
Where's my gear?
Right over there. That's more like it. Everything you had when you were captured is still there. Sorry about earlier. I had to use you as bait to gain access to Arsenal. It worked.
Why didn't you tell me about Olga?
You never asked. Not happy about that? Get over it.
Any effects of the virus yet?
Still waiting on that.
So, it was rigged by the Patriots?
Looks like it. From what I can tell, Arsenal is headed for Manhattan. I don't know what Solidus is planning, but we'll have to deal with it one way or another. There's also a troop of production model Rays ahead.
How many units?
25, according to Olga.
25?
Yeah. Can't say I've faced that many Metal Gears before, but I think we can deal.
No way we can.
We can, because we have no other choice.
How?
I've stocked up on Stinger missiles. Oh yeah, Olga left this for you.
Why?
Olga asked me to give it to you. Besides, I'm not a big fan of blades.
What the hell?
Move the right stick up and down to make a vertical slice, and left and right to slice parallel to the ground. Move the stick in a circle to do a rotating cut. Push it forward to lunge and strike. You can guard with your blade if you have the L1 button pressed down. You should be able to deflect a bullet or two.
Oui, bah ça va. Putain, il est vraiment pas cool. Hein. Pépin. Ouais, donc. Ah d'accord.
Come on, time to go. If you run out of ammo, you can have mine.
You got enough?
Absolutely. Infinite ammo.
Ce vieux clin d'œil.
Wait up, Snake.
What?
Le jeu n'a plus aucune logique.
Snake, have you ever enjoyed killing someone?
What are you talking about?
I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between reality and a game.
Diminished sense of reality, huh? VR training will do that.
No, it was field training when I was a
Born to
kid.
be
I lied, Snake. I have more
wild.
field experience than I can
Merci
remember.
Magical Croco
It's
pour
not
ton
VR
gros
that's doing
sub.
this to me.
Les gros
Right.
bisous.
We
Merci
don't
pour
carry
tes
guns
13
to
mois.
take people down.
Bientôt
We're
un
not
an.
here to help some politician either.
You can say that because you're a legend, a hero.
Des gros bisous.
I'm Jack
Merci à
the
toi.
Ripper,
Beaucoup.
a dirty reminder of a terrible mistake.
Legends don't mean a whole lot.
Salut,
I was
Pétac.
just a name to exploit. Just like you.
People will remember only the good part, the right part of what you did.
There's no right part in murder. Not ever. And we're not in this to make a name for ourselves.
Then what are you and Otacon fighting for?
A future? You can stop being part of a mistake. Starting now.
What am I? What am I supposed to do?
Find something to believe in, and find it for yourself. And when you do, pass it on to the future.
Believe in what?
That's your problem. Come on.
Heureux, Tado.
Snake, Raiden.
Otacon,
Otabek.
you alright?
Yeah, so are all the hostages.
That's good news.
How's everything on your end?
All right for now, but there is something.
What?
The Colonel's last transmission was strange.
Strange? How?
Just strange. No idea.
Interference?
I don't know.
Where is this colonel?
I don't know. I've never met the man, actually.
I'll dig around.
Thanks. I owe you one.
If there's anything else, call me on the codec. I might be able to help. The frequency is 141.12.
Follow me.
Ah merde, mais il a de la vie.
What are you doing?
Heureusement, il y a un auto-aim. Hein.
Follow me. Now, go!
Ouais, mais pas ouf. Il est cool Snake, il me balance des munitions à l'infini. Ah merde, il meurt.
Snake, respond. Snake.
Oh là là.
Snake!
Mais il est nul, Snake. Je crois que j'ai mis un coup à... Je crois que j'ai mis un coup à Snake. Salut Prompto. Ouais mais ça part, ça en a pas paré beaucoup à Baku. Hein.
Raiden, about this colonel of yours. I found out where he is.
Where?
Inside Arsenal.
What?
I've checked out all the possibilities, but I keep coming back to Arsenal. It isn't a relay point, it's the origin of the signal. And the encryption protocol it uses is exactly the same as that of Arsenal's AI, the so-called GW.
What the hell does this mean?
I think it means you've been talking to an AI.
That's impossible.
The kernel probably isn't GW per se. GW was most likely stimulating cortical activity in the dormant part of your brain through signal manipulation of your own nanomachines. The kernel is, in part, your own creation, cobbled together from expectations and experience.
That's crazy!
But it's probably the truth. The virus may be starting to affect GW, which would explain the kernel's behavior.
It was all an illusion? Everything I've done so far?
Raiden,
Snake, what's happening around here?
I don't know. What I do know is that you're standing right here in front of me. Not an illusion. Flesh and blood.
Huh?
It's your call. You can drop this if you want.
No, I can't do that.
Nah.
Let's go.
Raiden, they've got Rose.
What?
Rose is being held in the holds.
It's a trap.
Rose!
Raiden, get a grip.
But Snake...
It's a trap. Since the Colonel doesn't exist, there's no way he can take Rose hostage.
Yeah, you're right.
I am right.
Okay. Does Rose exist?
Don't be weird. She's your...
What if I've never really met her?
What?
If the Colonel is something that I partly dreamt up, then everything I remember about her could be...
Don't jump to conclusions.
You and Otacon are the ones that say the Colonel never existed.
Raiden.
Is this what Olga was talking about?
Ah. Attendez. On va sauvegarder. Tire sur Snake, déjà fait. Il me met une balle. Ah bah oui, bah ils ont Rose. Bon courage, frère. Il y aura moins de boules ce soir. Hein. Ce soir, ce sera Big Boss. Ce sera un peu moins glamour. Hein. Quoique, on peut le mettre torse nu, il me semble. Ouais, tu peux faire des enchaînements, ouais. Ah oui. Ah, Fission Mailed. Est-ce que j'émite ou est-ce que je continente? Non, non, le jeu part pas en vrille. Tout va bien. Oh merde. Oui, bon, j'ai compris. Ça part un peu en vrille. Ça reset le marathon. Si j'émite, ça reset le marathon. Snake fait tout le boulot, non. Non, je vais pas tenter d'endormir Snake. Il m'aide un peu beaucoup, là.
Fortune.
It's been a long wait, Solid Snake. The root of all my sorrows.
What?
2 years ago, you killed my father. That was the beginning of hell for us. Everyone I love has been taken from me one by one, and no matter how hard I try, I can't follow them. An endless nightmare. The only thing we live for is to see it end. Our wait is almost over.
You can't be serious about firing the nuke.
Since no one can kill me, I may as well kill everyone I can.
Salut un gamer.
Starting with you, sucks.
Damn! Looks like I'm today's pick. You go on ahead. You want eternal rest? I've got it right here.
What are you gonna do? Bullets can't get near her.
I'll think of something. There's no such thing as a witch.
You think you can kill me?
I don't know what your group's been through, but let's get one thing clear. I didn't kill your father.
Do you think anyone believes your lies?
Raiden, get out of here!
Ah, la partie du fun démarre.
Jack, I've been watching how you fight. It looks like you've remembered the way you used to kill in the old days. Or is it one of the S3 plan's proud achievements?
What are you talking about?
It came as a complete surprise when Ocelot discovered the S3 data from GW. Not a bad idea, though. Using fire to fight fire, creating the perfect assassin to retire Solid Snake's brother. S3 stands for Solid Snake Simulation. It's a development program to artificially reproduce Solid Snake, the perfect warrior. The result is a Foxhound Commando. When Foxhound no longer exists, a simulated Solid Snake shaped by VR regimen. Sound like someone you know, Jack? I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots' puppets. But I've made use of you, and their plan too. Solid Snake's sudden appearance, your arrival. It was obvious the Patriots were among my ranks. I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy, as bait. Jack, those days during the Civil War were as real as they come. Every day was absolute. Split between life and death. You ran from it, and now you've been led back to war by something less than real.
Je m'amuse comme je peux.
No more games, Jack. At least you know. There's no reason to keep you alive now. I've given you a worthy opponent, at least. But now, you should die as the little Jackie boy I once knew.
Pas masse de temps de tirer là. Alors j'ai pas trop le temps de tirer. Voilà. Oui, non, bah... Oh mon dieu. Ça, il faut faire ça, faut d'abord la jambe et après ouais, comme ça les dégâts sont très énervants. Eh bravo, 2 fois par le même rayon, c'est beau. Ah non!
Right, respond. Right, Raiden!
Et qu'il n'y a pas besoin de me dire l'astuce, je l'ai compris. Ouais, je suis pas plus con que les autres. sais pas si ça sert vraiment. Salut Nagash. La body armor, je suis pas sûr qu'elle serve. Il n'y a plus de ration au milieu, visiblement. Putain, mais il y en a combien? L'armure, je suis pas sûr qu'elle serve à grand chose. les forking, bah c'est Dark Souls. C'est ça, toi.
I expected a little
Salut,
more
Gnir.
fight with that, Jack. So you decided to show yourself.
Oh, but don't do this! They'll know!
I'll hold them off. Give you time to get away.
What about you?
Et oui, Malpass.
This is suicide!
Your nanomachines, they're transmitting your vital signs to the Patriots. If you die, my child dies. You understand?
The child.
I see. So that's why you sold your troops out to me. So many dead, and they all died trusting you! Weren't they your comrades?
No, not just comrades. Family.
Huh?
Je sais pas, j'en ai vu que
I
une
know I'm
dizaine.
going to help, but at least my child.
I applaud your attitude. If you have a death wish, I'll be happy to accommodate you. See you in hell!
Je suis en normal, à la limite.
Live! You have to.
Oh, God.
Coucou Bebar.
Enjoy the show, Jack. Let's pick up where we left off. What's going on? What's wrong with it? AI, GW, it's out of control. What?
I'm reading an abnormal impulse cascade throughout the neural network. I can't shut it down.
What happened?
Maybe some kind of virus.
The Patriots?
I don't know.
Ocelot, what have you been up to?
It's too late. Arsenal's system control is going haywire. It's on an emergency ascent course.
Stupid machines! Damn the Patriots! You still have some use.
I've captured Snake.
Bring him in.
Alors là, du coup, regardez. Petit tuto pour Guy Cordaille. Sauvegarder. La manette s'est éteinte. Mais voilà, regardez. Sauvegarder. Oui. Voilà, c'est comme ça qu'on fait.
Are you awake yet, Jack?
C'était les petits tutos.
GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you. I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son.
Oh, j'étais tellement pas prêt.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
What do you mean?
That's not your business.
Oh, really? It so happens I have some business of my own to attend to.
Planning to hijack Arsenal?
Huh?
You were going to screw me over, weren't you?
Who talked? Ocelot?
Not exactly. I was the one who used Ocelot to
N'avance pas de
suggest
tel
the idea to
propos,
you in the
Stacy.
first place.
Crois-moi.
What?
I was planning to give you Arsenal to begin with.
Why the uncharacteristic generosity?
I'm no philanthropist. Arsenal is far from impregnable. It needs other Metal Gears as guards, a huge payload of warheads, and full air, sea, and land support to function efficiently. Against a large attack force without support, Arsenal is nothing more than a gigantic coffin. Seizing Arsenal gear was never the real objective.
What was your objective then?
A list of names of the Patriots! They were planning to extend their control to digital information flow with GW and Arsenal. That means the information they want to filter out is contained in GW, including that list of the highest 12 members of the Patriots Wiseman's Committee.
And once you knew who they were, you would cross out their names one by one, while we, with our useless arsenal, drew their fire.
Very good.
You were using us all along.
Were you any different?
But your plans hit a snag with GW destroyed, hasn't it?
No, there is another way.
Really? But we have our own plans to carry out. We'll take the arsenal since you don't care for it anyway. The purified hydrogen bomb is ready to go.
A nuclear strike won't stop them.
It will damage their power source. The mindless masses that they control. First things first.
Of course. That was what you wanted. I won't stop you. Good luck.
Thanks, but I have quite enough of that.
What
exactly do you find so funny?
Charades usually are humorous. I wouldn't have minded watching some more of it, but we're running a little short on time.
What are you talking about?
Everything you've done here has been scripted. A little exercise set up by us.
Exercise?
The S3 plan was conceived as a means to produce soldiers on par with Solid Snake. That's what I told you. But the VR training the boy was put through is not the meat of the project. You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing, Solidus? This is the S3 training kernel. An orchestrated recreation of Shadow Moses.
What?
Ames and the President's deaths. The ninja. The computer virus that mimics Foxdie. Did you really think they were all a coincidence? Ames' own nanomachines were used to shut down his pacemaker. I arranged for the appearance of the ninja as well. As for the President, although Johnson realized what was going on, he played out his allotted part.
Hail to the king,
As for the
baby.
computer virus, it's a digital counterpart of Foxdie.
Merci Marco
It was
Gajo pour
also
tes 2 mois de sub.
designed
Des
to
bisous.
eliminate every scrap of
petits pains.
information regarding the Patriots from GW. Your plan was invalidated even before execution, Solidus. Fat Man was a different story. He's one of our own people. A sort of examiner we hired to test the boy's progress before letting him tackle the exercise proper. We had to arrange for Stillman's presence to coax the maniac into agreeing. If the boy had allowed the big shell to be destroyed, this exercise would have ended there. The project has no room for failures.
What do you mean?
Given the right situation, the right story, anyone can be shaped into Snake. Even rookies can fight like men of experience. An instant creation of genius. And this training kernel will provide more than enough data to formulate such a program. You, Dead Cell, Olga, you're all nothing but pawns placed to create the perfect simulation. Solidus, you and the boy were selected because your relationship resembles the one between Snake and Big Boss. Fortune, you and the rest of Dead Cell stand in for the Foxhound squad that Snake took on in Shadow Moses. You're the most impressive collection of freaks outside of Foxhound. We've gone to a lot of trouble to set you up against the boy. That story about purified hydrogen bombs is just the tip of the iceberg. The project was already underway when I sunk that tanker, along with your old man 2 years ago. Throwing your husband in the brig was a part of it too. You were told that the eradication of Dead Cell 6 months ago was an act of the Patriots. We provoked and encouraged your hatred. And you opted for vengeance, just as we planned.
All orchestrated?
Except for the appearance of the real Solid Snake. I wonder now who sent for you.
All our misfortune was just a part of your project? How could...
You're no Lady Luck. You have nothing that we didn't give you.
What?
Do you know why no bullet could hit you? It wasn't magic, or some new age mumbo-jumbo. Certainly wasn't your psychic talents. It was all staged by the Patriots.
Staged?
You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots developed. Your Dead Cell comrades loved your father and husband. We needed a pathetic wretch like you to keep them focused. You've been our puppet all along, just like Olga.
No!
You were hamming it up as the tragic heroine, thanks to the script that the Patriots wrote for you. Pure self-indulgence, absorbed in your own misfortune. You couldn't get enough of the drama.
I could have died whenever I wanted to.
Thought I got her in the heart.
It missed.
Now I remember. Your heart's on the right. Waste of metal, my dear, but your luck's run out. This is the little gizmo. There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural, only cutting-edge technology.
Bastard.
Il flotte.
Now that I have enough data, all I have to do is retrieve Arsenal and clean up the refuse from the exercise.
Just try.
How's this then? Damn.
Fortune!
You idiot! Get the hell away from there!
I told you, your luck's run out. Take your reward. It's all the payload Ray has. Die!
Everybody down!
What the? Impossible!
She is Lady Luck.
My name is Helena Dolph Jackson, the daughter of a proud and noble soldier. I can see my family again.
Damn! Try this instead. No! No! No!
waiting for this!
It can't be.
I've been inside this arm all along, waiting for the right time to awaken.
You were inside Ocelot?
Yes, a sleeper in the arm of a Patriot spy.
It was you 2 years ago?
Exactly. I was controlling him. Snake, it was I that leaked information about Arsenal to your partner and got you out here.
What?
You're the only one that can free me. After all... I'm off to bury the Patriots for good.
You know where they are? How?
Why do you think I chose Ocelot as my host? But before I go, I have a family matter to settle with both of you. There's room for only one Snake and one big boss. Time to say goodbye!
Damn.
Like surfing, it's a good way to go.
Liquid! Stop this thing!
Hey, Snake! You coming?
L'arsenal gear, c'est bon, hein. Ça va vite.
Federal Hall.
What are you laughing at?
Do you know what day it is today?
April 30th?
That's right. George Washington took office as the first president of the United States of America 200 years ago today. And it happened right here. We were going to declare another independence. The dawn of a new nation. Here. The end of the Patriots' secret rule. Liberation of this country. This was where it was supposed to begin. This is where freedom could have been born.
All you want is power at any cost.
Jack, it's not power I want. What I wanted to take back from the Patriots are things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities. The founding principles of this country. Everything that's about to be wiped out by their digital censorship. Jack, listen to me. We're all born with an expiration date. No one lasts forever. Life is nothing but a grace period for turning the best of our genetic material into the next generation. The data of life is transferred from parent to child. That's how it works. But we have no heirs, no legacy. We brothers are called les enfants terribles. Cloned from our father, with the ability to reproduce conveniently engineered out. What is our legacy if we cannot pass the torch? Proof of our existence, a mark of some sort. When the torch is passed on from parent to child, it extends beyond DNA. Information is imparted as well. All I want is to be remembered by other people, by history. The Patriots are trying to protect their power, their own interests, by controlling the digital flow of information. I want my memory, my existence to remain. Unlike an intron of history, I will be remembered as an exon. That will be my legacy, my mark in history. But the Patriots would deny us even that. I will triumph over the Patriots and liberate us all, and we will become the Sons of Liberty!
Raiden, are you receiving? We're still here.
How's that possible? The AI was destroyed.
Only GW.
Who are you?
To begin with, we're not what you'd call human. Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House. It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago. The White House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution. We are formless. We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap! If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Jack, don't be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
What?
Jack, listen carefully, like a good boy.
The mapping of the human genome was completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But there are things not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on? Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current digitized world, trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness, never fading, always accessible.
Rumors about petty issues, misinterpretations, slander.
All this junk data, preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
It will only slow down social progress, reduce the rate of evolution.
Right. You seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context?
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions spent on new weapons in order to humanely murder other humans.
Rights of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species. Everyone grows up being told the same thing.
Be nice to other people.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The untested truths, spun by different interests, continue to churn and accumulate in the sandbox of political correctness and value systems.
Everyone withdraws into their own small gated community, afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
The different cardinal truths neither clash nor mesh. No one is invalidated, but nobody is right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics,
J'ai retenu, c'est qu'Internet, c'est pas bien.
unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the species.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's necessary and not?
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
But is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you.
That's the proof of your incompetence right there. You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
That's not true. I have the right.
Does something like a self exist inside of you?
That which you call self serves as nothing more than a mask to cover your own being.
In this era of ready-made truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap!
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else tell you? All right then. Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best. And you got there all by yourself.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul searching?
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
Ironic that although self is something that you yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
It's not my fault. It's not your fault.
In denial, you simply resort to looking for another, more convenient truth in order to make yourself feel better.
Leaving behind in an instant the so-called truth you once embraced.
Should someone like that be able to decide what is truth?
Should someone like you even have the right to decide?
You've done nothing but abuse your freedom.
You don't deserve to be free.
We're not the ones smothering
Oh,
the
le
world.
N est proche du
You are.
The individual is supposed to be weak, but far from powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
And the age of digitized communication has given even more power to the individual. Too much power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring out what is wanted and what needs to be done for that goal. All this you used to struggle with. Now, we think for you.
We are your guardians, after all.
You want to control human thought? Human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
Ocelot was not told the whole truth, to say the least.
We rule an entire nation. Of what interest would a single soldier, no matter how able, be to us?
The S3 plan does not stand for solid snake simulation. What it does stand for is selection for societal sanity. The S3 is a system for controlling human will and consciousness. S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake. It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
What you experienced was the final test of its effectiveness.
That's crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said.
The Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy.
The objective of this exercise was to establish such a method. We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
We chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's crisis management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve this, it would be ready for any contingency. And now, we have our proof. Raiden, there are also reasons behind your selection. Solidus raised plenty of other child soldiers. Do you know why we chose you over them? It was because you were the only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All the others remember what they were and pay for it daily.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever you like, see only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
You refused to see me for what I was. I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught. You pretended to be understanding, to be a gentleman. You never made a conscious attempt to reach out to me. The only time you did was when I gave you no choice but to do so.
I was just trying not to...
What? Trying not to hurt me? Dear, the one you were trying not to hurt was yourself. Avoiding the truth under the guise of kindness is all that you did. It occurred to you to do nothing but look out for yourself. Even if you claim that it was for my sake, that feeling was nowhere to be seen. In the end, everything was for your sake. I was never part of the picture.
Exactly right. So you see, you're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect. This is why we chose you. You accepted the fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to. The exercise is a resounding success.
Didn't I tell you that GW was still incomplete? But not anymore, thanks to you.
Your persona, experiences, triumphs, and defeats are nothing but byproducts. The real objective was ensuring that we could generate and manipulate them. It's taken a lot of time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results. I think that's enough talk. It's time for the final exercise. Raiden, take Solidus down.
Think again. I'm through doing what I'm told.
Oh, really? Aren't you forgetting something?
If you die, my child dies.
The termination of vital signals from your nanomachines means the death of Olga's child. Not to mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Rose, does she actually exist?
Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me.
Damn!
It will be a fight to the death.
Solidus at least wants you dead.
We will collect the necessary data from this last fight. Then we'll consider the exercise closed. So, Jack the Ripper, will it be Solidus, the Patriot's creation, or you, Solidus's creation? Our beloved monsters, enjoy yourselves.
Ah, c'est à moi? Ah,
Jack.
c'est à moi.
My son. My clone brothers and I are called monsters, replicates of evil genes. You are one of a kind, but still a monster, shaped by a dark and secret history.
Salut Chourier.
We need to decide which monstrosity will have the privilege of survival. By the way, Jack, I was the one who killed your parents.
Ah bah non.
I claimed you for my own and raised you as a soldier in the army of the devil. I am your foster father and your worst enemy.
Why?
Because I needed to know whether we were really someone else's creation. We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him. Unless you kill me and face your past, Jack, you will never escape. You'll stay in the endless loop. Your own double helix. It's time we were both free. I have other reasons for wanting you dead. The clues to the Patriots inside GW have been erased, but there are other traces. Inside you.
What?
The information is being carried by the nanomachines in your cerebral cortex, and throughout the neural network they formed.
T'as réduit les dégâts de l'épée, mon gilet? Katana et un enfin un plus court, comme les vrais. Alors attendez, les dommages réduits sont reçus de moitié quand vous portez. Donc c'est tous les dommages reçus en fait. Il y a une barre d'endu, mais... Oh, il est mauvais. Ah d'accord, il s'énerve. Il y a une P2. C'est Dark Souls. Ah oui, bonjour. C'est pourquoi?
Right. You have to beat Solidus. This is your last duty.
We're not just pawns in some
C'est vrai
simulation
qu'on n'a pas eu l'appel du
game,
colonel en japonais. J'ai été un peu trop
Nothing
vite.
but mere weapons, no different from fighter jets or tanks.
What the?
The old model destroyed 4 years ago was Rex.
The new amphibious model is Ray.
Both of these are the same as the code names used by the U.S. Armed Forces to refer to Japanese warplanes during World War II.
Your code name, Raiden, too, comes from the Japanese Navy's name for one of its interceptors.
Stop it. I'm not a weapon.
Oh, really? Do you know the code name the
Solidius.
U.S. Armed Forces used for the Japanese fighter Raiden?
It was Jack. Both of you are just weapons to be used and thrown away.
Just weapons to be used on the battlefield. Just pawns in a game. Exactly as you said.
And a weapon has no right to think for itself. Now, it's time to fulfill your purpose. Defeat Solidus.
Let's go. Over here. Die. Over here.
Mais non, c'est quoi?
Best you can do.
Voilà. Il est vraiment nul. Hein. Je déteste ça dans les jeux vidéo. C'est moi le personnage, je devrais entendre ce qu'il dit. Partez pas trop dans les explications des épisodes suivants, s'il vous plaît.
Who am I, really?
No one quite knows who or what they are. The memories you have and the role you were assigned are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter if they were real or not. That's never the point. There's no such thing in the world as absolute reality. Most of what they call real is actually fiction. What you think you see is only as real as your brain tells you it is.
Then, what am I supposed to believe in? What am I going to leave behind when I'm through?
We can tell other people about having faith. What we had faith in. What we found important enough to fight for. It's not whether you were right or wrong, but how much faith you were willing to have. That decides the future. The Patriots are a kind of ongoing fiction too, come to think of it. Listen, don't obsess over words so much. Find the meaning behind the words, then decide. You can find your own name. And your own future.
Decide for myself?
And whatever you choose will be you.
I don't know if I can.
I know you didn't have much in terms of choices this time. But everything you felt, thought about during this mission is yours. And what you decide to do with them is your choice.
You mean start over?
Yeah, a clean slate, a new name, new memories. Choose your own legacy. It's for you to decide. it's up to you. By the way, what is that?
Dog tags.
Anyone you know?
Un grand homme, sûrement.
No, never heard the name before. I'll pick my own name, and my own life. I'll find something worth passing on.
Viens de me
They
balancer
taught
comme
me
une
some
merde.
good things too.
I know. We've inherited freedom from all those who fought for it. We all have the freedom to spread the word, even me.
Snake, what about Olga's child?
Don't worry, I'll find him. Count on it. As long as you keep yourself alive, he's safe.
Do you know where Liquid went?
I put a transmitter on his ray.
Did he head for the Patriots?
Yeah, but I have a feeling they gave Ocelot a bogus location to begin with. Cheer up, we have a better
Non,
lead.
on s'est craché sur la Terre.
This contains the list of all the Patriots.
But Ocelot took it.
The one we gave you wasn't the real thing.
What?
This virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW, namely the information about the Patriot's identity. Which means that there's a parameter coded in here that defines what that information is.
I get it. Analyze the code and you can probably find out where they operate. Count me in.
No, you have things to do first. And people you need to talk to.
Snake?
What's wrong?
Nothing. Can I ask you something? Who am I, really?
I wouldn't know. But we're going to find out together, aren't we?
Oh.
Ce charisme du gilet pare-balles.
See me for what I am, okay?
I know.
Ouais,
Do
il
you
reste
remember this
encore
place?
45-50 minutes de cinématique.
This is where we first met. I remember now.
Hmm?
Today is the day I met you.
That's it.
I think I found something to pass along to the future.
What?
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah. The genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
What kind of things?
About the environment, our ideas, our culture, poetry, compassion, sorrow, joy. We'll tell them everything together.
Is that a proposal?
This is for your ears only.
I stare at the stars and the sky up above and
Et c'est la fin de Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. Je vais dire Sons of the Patriot, non. Sons of Liberty. Ah. Moi j'aime beaucoup les gens qui se plaignent des cinématiques dans un Metal Gear. Vous savez ce que j'aime pas dans Diablo, moi? C'est les loots. Ça m'emmerde. Et le pire, ce que j'aime pas dans Street Fighter, c'est quand on se met des droites. Sinon le reste du jeu j'aime bien. Ouais, on va faire une petite pause, on va attendre la fin du générique parce qu'il y a le résumé. N'hésitez pas à faire un petit screen pour Lucinou, il adore les stats. Mon téléphone s'allume plus. C'est blanc, hein. Vous avez vu la lueur, comment c'est blanc? Oui, les cinématiques et le what the fuck, c'est la base des Metal Gear. Ah, il est là, Lucinou. D'ailleurs, du coup, pour le marathon anniversaire, t'as abandonné ou pas? T'as le droit de dire oui, hein. C'est pas un reproche. Parce que du coup, je les attendais un peu aussi. C'est là que tu vas me dire quand t'auras mis les VOD sur YouTube. Je vais avoir 3 marathons à faire, à taffer en VOD. Oh mon dieu. Non mais plus des cinématiques, je voulais dire des dialogues, des trucs comme ça quoi. Moi c'est un Metal Gear que j'aime bien, même s'il parle beaucoup. À l'époque ça avait fait grand bruit. Que on n'aille pas Snake. Et ce qui est génial, c'est que la presse avait joué le jeu, je l'avais raconté, et que tous les tests ou trucs comme ça se faisaient que sur la partie tanker. Donc vraiment, ça a pris tous les joueurs de coup en quoi? Mais il est où Solid Snake? Mais c'est qui ce blanc là? Les gens ont eu... et pareil, vous étiez en train d'hurler en disant ouais non mais ça fait 4 heures qu'on joue, ils nous foutent encore des tutos sur comment ramper. Mais c'est expliqué par le scénario. Du coup, puisque tout est une simulation gérée par des IA. Tout ça est expliqué par le scénario. Pourquoi il y a plein de codecs au début? Pourquoi c'est chiant? Bah en fait, tout est expliqué. J'aime beaucoup la partie dans l'Arsenal Gear, même si elle est assez courte. Mais c'est vrai que du coup, comme j'ai pas raté, j'ai pas fait de con, je suis passé tout du premier coup dans l'Arsenal Gear, on a raté beaucoup de dialogues marrants. Il y a un moment où il t'appelle et il parle en japonais très très vite. Alors sinon Metal Gear 3, c'est peut-être... Alors je parle pas du 5, le 5 pour moi c'est vraiment un cas à part. Ah ouais, Ishman, c'est vrai. MGS 3, c'est peut-être un de ceux... Enfin, c'est pas mon préféré. C'est un de ceux que j'ai fait le moins. Même s'il y a un personnage que j'adore dedans. C'est pas celui que je connais le mieux. Loin de là. Bah c'est pour faire un happy ending, Valtieri. C'est du Kojima réalisation. Voilà. Salut Choupula. Donc, si je loupe des trucs dans le 3, parce que vraiment, quand je vous dis que je le connais pas, je le connais pas. Donc si je vais louper genre des camouflages, des trucs comme ça, n'hésitez pas à le dire, on essaiera d'aller les chercher. Je vais pas faire les 64 grenouilles, non. Certainement pas. Ah là là, et ces crédits qui durent 20 ans. Le 3, il se passe bien avant le 2 et le 1, puisqu'on ne joue pas Solid Snake, on joue Naked Snake, c'est comme ça qu'il s'appelle au début du jeu. Et le 3 se passe en 1964. Tu mises sur le rank éléphant. C'est vrai que on n'a pas été très discret avec Tom. Hein. C'est celui dans la jungle, ouais. Oh là là, ce solo de trompette et saxo. Ah voilà, parce qu'il n'avait pas encore mis son nom 25 fois, là c'est bon, il y est. Hideo Kojima, c'est bon. On y est. Donc rappelez-vous, hein, MGS 3, on va faire la version 3DS. Alors, techniquement, le tout dernier dans la timeline, c'est MGR. Ah, comment on va vaincre The End? On va le cheeser à mort, bien sûr, histoire de faire hurler tout le monde.
Life isn't just about passing on your genes.
Ouais.
We can leave behind much more than just DNA. Through speech, music, literature, and movies, what we've seen, heard, felt, anger, joy, and sorrow. These are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for.
C'est une prouesse technique de leur
We need to pass the torch and let our children read our messy and sad history by its light. We have all the magic of the digital age to do that with. The human race will probably come to an end sometime, and new species may rule over this planet. Earth may not be forever, but we still have the responsibility to leave what traces of life we can. Building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing.
On va sûrement y aller à la roquette, toi. Alors, qui c'est qui a fait le jeu déjà?
Snake, you there? It's me. I've finished going over that disc.
Did you find the Patriots list?
Of course. It contains the personal data of 12 people. There was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
What's going on around here?
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but...
But what?
They're already dead. All 12 of them.
When did it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
What the hell?
Eh, quand même 11 heures, hein. 12 sauvegardes, 25 continues, 36 alertes. J'ai tué 140 personnes, j'ai utilisé 45 rations. Ah, le screen est en 2 fois, là. Voilà, c'est pour Guichman. Ah mais ça c'est à cause de Guy Corday, ça. Ça c'est Guy Corday, bien sûr. Ça va 140 morts, hein. J'en ai fait beaucoup plus dans Metal Gear et Metal Gear 2, hein. Bon, et bien, fin de Metal Gear 2. Putain de câble qui se prend dans les roulettes. Alors, on va enlever Petit Raiden. Oh, les overlays sont prêts. Ah, c'est beau. Du coup, eh ben, je vais profiter. Je vais faire la petite pause goûter. Et puis comme ça, on enchaîne avec le 3. Qu'on terminera pas aujourd'hui. On terminera jeudi. Hein. Ou peut-être demain soir, parce qu'au final, je pensais qu'il allait y avoir peut-être du Divinity demain soir, mais non, ils sont pas dispo. Les jolis petits sons. Voilà, 1964. Regardez, il y a aussi celui-là. Mais on le fera pas. Voilà. C'est demain que je me fais tatouer, ouais, de 11h à 19h. Bon allez, sur ce petite pause, on revient dans 5 minutes et puis on attaque le 3. A tout de suite.